yet. I'm going to pop the Crud XL fender back on because this little one isn't really keeping the stuff out of my eyes, as I found out on my ride on the weekend. And it's quite easy to fit on. Surprised how quickly it's going to be wet, but I don't care. It just fits underneath the saddle rails. Still haven't washed the bike since my Avan ride. Tyre, there's a lot down 20. It's been a while since I've ridden the bike when it's been pretty chilly and wet. It's probably going back to like March or something. It's pretty dark as well now. Things are getting a bit dark. Still a lot of foliage on the trees, and with it being so cloudy, I've put the camera on like 6,000 Kelvins on the white balance because it is so cloudy. Might have a ride down here. And have a look at the muddy path and see how different it is now it's been raining. Definitely autumn conditions. So that's typical, isn't it? Cold mornings, warmish evenings. I'm not getting stung by these nettles. They're not bothering me at all. These waterproof trousers I got on there, I think they're Dare to Be or something. Breathable, 10,000 mil rating, and they cost me 11 quid on eBay. Well, it's properly started raining now, so I'm going to stay in the bridle path, even though it's not particularly nice. It's so overgrown, unkempt, but at least it's providing a bit of shelter from the rain. It's just nice to be out on a bike, you know, have fresh air, honestly. We absolutely used to charge down here, me and Sam, 3-4 years ago, honestly. Now you couldn't do it. It's the house builders, because they've locked up that gate at the bottom, stopping horses getting on it, which is a bit of a travesty, really. Since the farm sold off the land, or the people who owned the farmland, should I say. It was rented. But yeah, it's such a shame. Such a shame. Of course, you know, the estate that I live on, people would have been wandering that area back in the 60s and then, or the late 50s, and seeing the house builders come in and build in the estate that I live on back in the late 50s, so yeah, you can't complain. That's what happens, isn't it? It's just sad. And what you know changes, isn't it? I've got to be honest with this giant Trance. Every time I get on it, feels like a new bike day. Honestly, I'm not even making that up. Go a slightly different way in. Get the cadence up. Oh. Provide me with any sugar, which meant if you have a look at my video, I had to turn to eating blackberries. Right, we'll have a ride down here, join up with the River Ely Trail. Getting more and more exposed to the rain now though. Bike. Ooh, got a stick. It's stuck up my trouser leg. Conkers everywhere. Wow. Look at these. Look at that one. Nice big conker. There are loads. Wow. Used to play games with these. Put a hole in, bit of string, and then and you'd have that conker that would just destroy everyone else's. I'll throw them back to nature anyway. Never know. One day I might turn into a tree. I hope my rear tyre holds up. It's the OKO sealant in there. It's like a gel, which is, well, it should, I don't know, it's working at the minute. Maybe it does work. It's tractor tyre sealant. It's in a gel and it never dries, it just stays in a gel. I think the answer is pump the tyre up really high pressure and let any of the rubber particles get into the hole. Oh. Right, let's look at this rear shot. It's more like a hardtail now. That's it. So, yeah, have a little break here. Little songbird there. Let's get back on up there. Right. Oh, it's quite windy out here. It's not a pick heat. Actually, can't be bothered getting the camera out. My phone is nice and secure in the waterproof pocket. Alright, let's get the rear shock open again. Not fully open, just in trial. Good picture though, isn't it? Giant Trance 29er. Hey, right. St Mary Church. A nice historical building. Out there. Very nice pub. They serve lovely food. I think we'll go up this way today instead of up the public footpath. It's quite slippery here. Oh, I slipped. It's all chunks of limestone here. Yeah, wheels spinning. Oh, yeah. This is actually probably a bit grippier than that limestone. The ground is actually very dry in here. There's been quite a few trees come down because of the bigger storms we've had. And this field has been bought up now. Planning to build housing up here. That's progress. Over in the distance, very grey sky. Yeah, you can see Wenalt. You can see Castell Coch in the distance, and then you got Garth Mountain. Not as far away than Garth Mountain, you can see Steepley, as some call it, which is Taftswell Quarry. In the foreground you can see Coed y Goff Woods. Over there in the distance you can see Smilog, just on the edge of Llantrisant. Looks so close, but it takes about 15 minutes to drive up there from here, so it's a bit too far to ride on a normal bike for me. So then you got to do the elevation and you got to keep pushing back up once you've done a track. It's a lot of pushing, so a ride from here is just a bit too much. But up there, got Penturk Woods. That's going to be slimy, very, very slimy now. As in, it's wet and muddy. Yeah, thanks for joining me on this ride. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it's just a local wet one, but this is the reality now in Wales. I think it's going to get wetter now. I'm actually happy about it. As long as I can keep dry with the sort of layers and that, I'm happy. Yeah. See you on the next one.